What is up, everybody? JT Dangerous here once again. I am back to do my NXT Takeover WarGames 3 2019 predictions. Now, NXT Takeover WarGames 3 happens this Saturday, live on the WWE Network from the All-State Arena in my favorite wrestling city, Chicago, Illinois. Now, this card for this year's Takeover WarGames 3 is small, yes, but it packs a huge punch. It has 4 fantastic matches with not one, but 2 WarGames matches. So I am extremely excited to do my NXT Takeover WarGames 3 predictions for you guys this year, and I hope you guys do enjoy. Now, our record coming into Takeover WarGames 3 after our last NXT Takeover, which was NXT Takeover Toronto 2, we went 2-3. So our overall record coming in is 43-17. So we have a losing record in NXT, and I'm looking to rebound and bounce back. So I hope in this video we will get back on the winning track. We are currently on a 1 pay-per-view losing streak, and hope in this video we will end that losing streak. Hopefully. Now, this is the 3rd video in a combined 4 video day on the channel today and this week, guys. So, hope you guys be able to watch all these videos. Always show your support on the channel by watching these videos, super kicking those like buttons, hitting that notification bell, and commenting your picks and your opinions in the comment sections down below. Now, if this is your first time watching my channel today, as a first-time viewer, and this is your first video, boy, you picked to go. And if you're a huge fan of the black and gold brand of NXT like myself, and you're ready for this year's Takeover WarGames event in Chicago, Illinois. Welcome to the Dangerous Alliance. I'm JT Dangerously. Welcome to the club, because this club is two. Whoop whoop! Again, thank you guys so very much. Now, other than that, let's get right into these predictions. Now, if they do add any other matches to this card, which they probably will, I'll have them in the comment section down below, but I'm going to do the 4 fantastic matches that have already been determined. Let's start off with the first matchup, and for me, this is a one-on-one dream match. On one side, he is a former PWG heavyweight champion, a former mixed martial artist. He is the original bro himself, Matt Riddle. And his opponent is a former 6-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champion, a former 3-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, the founding father of Bullet Club. He is the former 2-time Intercontinental Champion. He was a former NXT Champion, and he was the very first Universal Champion, making his return to NXT TakeOver for the first time in 3 years. And if you know his music back in New Japan, you'll know who I'm talking about. He is the last real rock and roller Finn Balor. Now, I think this matchup is going to be an absolute banger. Now, starting off with Matt Riddle first, this is another big matchup in his NXT career. I mean, the last big matchup he was in was against the Velveteen Dream at NXT TakeOver New York for the North American title, but this is a big matchup for him at this year's TakeOver because it's against a man who really put NXT on the map. And this matchup is definitely big in his career because if he can knock off Finn Balor at an NXT TakeOver pay-per-view, it would definitely, his stock would definitely be going up in the shot for a NXT title, but it will not be easy. There you decide you have Finn Balor making his return to NXT TakeOver for the first time since June 8th of 2016, where he last wrestled at an NXT TakeOver at NXT TakeOver The End. And Finn Balor's looking to once again show that he is Mr. NXT. He was the longest reigning NXT champion, and the fact that he's got a brand new attitude is a little bit more darker, a little bit more Prince Devitt-like, which I am really hoping that they actually bring out that character in NXT, because his stuff in the WWE was just horrendous. I mean, he was not going into full demon mode like he was doing in the NXT. He was just being regular Finn Balor. But him back in NXT is big. It helps the brand because with this whole Wednesday night war with AEW, NXT has to step up their game. And getting Finn Balor back to NXT definitely helps. And he's looking to get his first NXT TakeOver victory since NXT TakeOver Dallas that same year in 2016 during WrestleMania weekend. So, coming from me in this one-on-one dream match between the last real rock and roller and the original bro. Oh, this one's such a tricky pick because I love Matt Riddle and I love Finn Balor. But coming from me, I'm going to go with Prince Devitt to defeat the original bro, Matt Riddle, by any means. And now the next matchup. It is a very important triple threat match. On one side, he is a former Ring of Honor television champion. He was known as Punishment Martinez in Ring of Honor, but in NXT, he is the Archer of Infamy, Dunn-Dain-Priest. Next, you have a former member of Sanity. He is the Beast of Belfast, Killian Dane. And finally, you have the former and the very first and the longest reigning NXT UK champion. He is the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. Now, this matchup is definitely important because if you don't know, whoever wins this triple threat matchup will go on to Survivor Series this Sunday in the Allstate Arena in Chicago and challenge for the NXT Championship. So this is a golden opportunity for one of these three men. Now, starting off with Damian Priest, I gotta say this. I love this gimmick for him. Punishment Martinez in Ring of Honor was great and all, but this gimmick is so perfect for him. I just like the whole Archer of Infamy. I love it. But this is a big matchup for Damian Priest. There is how you have Killian Dane looking to get into the world title picture. I mean, he's been definitely having some solid matches against Matt Riddle on NXT TV, and he is definitely looking for some revenge against Pete Dunne. Then here's how you have Pete Dunne looking to overcome the odds against two monsters in Damian Priest and Killian Dane, and he's looking to once again be a champion. He hasn't been a champion since his NXT Takeover New York. So he is desperately looking to get back into the NXT title picture. So coming from me in this very important triple threat match to see who will be facing Adam Cole for the NXT title at Survivor Series on Sunday. This one's tough, and triple threat matches are always hard to predict, but coming from me, I'm going to go with the logical choice, with the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne to defeat Damian Priest and Killian Dane by any means. And now the next matchup. It is the very first ever Women's WarGames matchup on one side, consisting of the team of Mia Yim, Tegan Nox, Candice LeRae, and the captain of this team, the former NXT UK Women's Champion, she is Rhea Ripley. And their opponents, consisting of the reigning NXT UK Women's Champion, Kaylee Ray, the EST of NXT, Bianca Belair, the Black Lotus and the Queen of the Sky, Io Shirai, and the captain of this team is the reigning and first ever two-time NXT Women's Champion. She is the Queen of Spades herself, Shayna Baszler. Now, this is going to be an absolute classic. I think this one's going to be a banger because all 8 of these women have never been in a War Games match. This is their first War Games. And when you go into your first War Games, yes, there's going to be nervousness, but that nervousness leaves as soon as that cage door closes. And I think this one's going to be an absolute banger. Now, when it comes to the one-woman advantage in the first ever Women's War Games matchup, Team Baszler has that advantage thanks to Io Shirai defeating Mia Yim in a ladder match 2 weeks ago on NXT, thanks to the help of the newest member of Team Baszler, Kaylee Ray. So when it comes to the one-woman advantage, it's definitely important when it comes to War Games. Now, it's crazy to think that all 6 of these women want to be NXT Women's Champion. I mean, Rhea Ripley has said she wants to be NXT Women's Champion. Candice LeRae has had opportunities at that belt. Tegan Nox has had opportunities for the belt. Mia Yim has had opportunities for the belt. Shirai and Bianca Belair as well. So Shayna Baszler has a huge target on her back, as well as Kaylee Ray as the NXT UK Women's Champion, because if she gets pinned, she can be defending that belt at NXT TakeOver. She could be defending the belt soon before NXT TakeOver UK Blackpool 2, when she'll be defending the NXT UK Women's title in a triple threat match against Piper Niven and Toni Storm. But this matchup is definitely big, and with the women's side of the Survivor Series tag team elimination match not even having any members. Any of these women can be part of Team NXT for the women's side of the Survivor Series, traditional Survivor Series tag team elimination match. So whoever comes out of this matchup will definitely not be at 100% for that 15-woman tag team elimination match at Survivor Series. So, coming from me, in the very first ever women's War Games matchup, oh man, I'm going to have to go with Team Ripley of Rhea Ripley, Candice LeRae, Tegan Nox, and Mia Yim to defeat the team of Shayna Baszler, Io Shirai, Bianca Belair, and Kaylee Ray by any means. And now the main event. It is the men's War Games matchup. On one side, you have the man who was a former member of the House of Truth and Ring of Honor. He is Donovan Dijak, or Donovan Dijakovic. Next, you have a man that you guys should be basking in his glory. He is Keith Lee. Next, you have a mystery fourth member of this team that we do not know about. And the captain of this team is the former NXT champion, the Blackheart, and the Sicilian psychopath, Tommaso Ciampa. And their opponents are all representing the Undisputed Era, consisting of the reigning NXT North American champion, the Messiah of the Backbreaker, Roderick Strong, the reigning NXT Tag Team champions, Red Dragon, and finally you have the reigning NXT champion and the leader of the Undisputed Era, and the only man in Ring of Honor's history to hold the Ring of Honor World title 3 times. And if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about, baby. Baby! 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 He is Adam Cole, and that's Adam Cole, baby! Now, this is going to be an absolute banger. With the last 2 men's War Games matches have been absolute classics, including last year's fantastic War Games matchup. And this matchup is definitely big because with Ciampa's team looking to become, of course, Tommaso Ciampa wanting to be the NXT champion, Keith Lee and Donovan Dijak may want to go after the NXT tag team titles. But the big question coming in for Team Ciampa is who the hell is the 4th mystery partner? Now, I've heard rumors that it could be Johnny Gargano to pull us off, or it could be, I don't know, the biggest rumor, John Morrison, Johnny Impact could be the 4th member, but we don't even know who it is. So really, Team Ciampa is coming in at a huge disadvantage. And Chomp and none of these guys have been in War Games before. Ciampa's never been there. Keith has never been there. Donovan Dijak's never been there. And whoever the mystery partner is hasn't been there either. So this matchup is a huge... this matchup definitely puts Team Ciampa on a huge disadvantage. Then on the other side, you have the Undisputed Era making their 3rd consecutive War Game appearance. And once again, for the 3rd straight year, they have the one-man advantage thanks to Adam Cole defeating Donovan Dijakovic in a ladder match this past Wednesday on NXT. And it's crazy to think that they have won all 3 one-man advantages, but they have only won 1 War Games matchup, and that was the very first one back 2 years ago. But this matchup is big to show how this matchup is definitely big because it's gonna definitely show if the Undisputed Era is indeed undisputed and the kings of NXT. Because it's been a while since 2017 since Cole, O'Reilly, and Fish won their first War Games matchup at Takeover WarGames 1. And then they were in the second one, which they lost to Ricochet, Pete Dunne, and I think War Machine. And now they're back in their 3rd consecutive War Games matchup. So, coming from me, in this huge men's War Games matchup, this one's tough. It makes it tough because we don't know who Team Ciampa's 4th member is. It's tough to pick for Team Ciampa because we don't know who the 4th member is. So coming from me, I'm going to play this one safe, and I'm going to take the Undisputed Era to win this year's War Games for the first time in 2 years and defeat the team of Tommaso Ciampa, Keith Lee, Donovan Dijak, and their mystery partner, by any means. And that is Undisputed. And those are my NXT TakeOver WarGames 3 2019 predictions. Now I want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Comment below, who do you have winning all these matchups? Who do you have winning the men's War Games matchup between Team Champa and Team Undisputed Era? And who do you have winning the very first ever women's War Games matchup between Team Ripley and Team Shayna Baszler? Let me know who you guys have in that triple threat matchup, and who do you see winning that matchup to be challenging Adam Cole at Survivor Series? And who do you have winning that banger of a opening matchup between Matt Riddle and Finn Balor? Let me know in the comment section below over your picks and your opinions. Let's have a conversation about it. Of course, I'm always on to see your comment, like it, and of course reply right back to it, because comments are absolutely always welcome on this channel. Now, I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Now, before you guys go, as always, you guys can never forget to do this. That like button, comment, share with friends, of course, super kick that like button like only you guys can. Of course, you guys can never forget to do this as well. That subscribe button to become part of this bigger and dangerous alliance, and I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow or later today for my official Survivor Series 2019 predictions. Later days, guys, and peace.